Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a nice chill video of me repotting my plants. I got about 3 new plants over the winter time and they are in desperate need of repotting. I will also be repotting my Monstera plant. I'm just going to be switching out from an older pot into like a newer pot that I think will feel better or will look better. So stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so I'm going to start with my Monstera plant, and as you can see it is already repotted into this black container, but I decided I wanted to change it just because I didn't really like the way it looked in the black container. I figured it needed a little bit more space, so I'm just going to switch it to this terracotta clay pot, and I think it's just going to look a lot better, kind of like it belongs in there in my opinion. So I'm just gently lifting it out of its original container, and the soil is still good, so I'm not going to change the soil. If anything, I'm going to just add newer soil to it. So I'm just kind of gently taking it out, and I'm going to be mixing some of the old soil with new soil. As you can see, we got a good amount of roots going on there, so I'm just going to now start mixing some of the old soil with the new soil like I just mentioned. Just making sure that I have a good mixture of like what was in the black container and then some of the new soil that I have as well, because I heard that when it comes to repotting your plant, it's good to add a little bit of new soil to it every year, so that's just what I'm doing here. I know you can't really see it, but what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of creating a little bit of a dent in the soil. That way I can put the roots down into that soil and cover it a little bit. So there's not really a method that I use when it comes to repotting my plant. I just make sure I have a good amount of soil in there, and I make sure that the roots are covered. And I also make sure I am not overpacking it. I'm not putting too much soil in there, but I'm also making sure I'm not putting too little soil, because I have had incidents where I didn't put enough soil and it was just, my plant was just not loving it at all. So it's a in-between process, and you know, you learn as you go. I'm slowly still learning about plants and stuff like that. I don't have a green thumb, so everything that I do is just based on what I learned slowly and what I do as well. So all right, and doesn't that look so much better? I think so. Now moving on to another plant that I need to repot, and I'm using a different mixture this time. I'm using a cactus potting mix, and I'm going to be repotting my Ficus Audrey is what I was told that it was called, and it's actually the cousin of the fiddle leaf fig plant. At least that's what I was told, because they look similar, but these leaves are a little bit less crinkly, a little bit more straight. And this plant is actually a tree, so it's gonna grow really, really, really big, and it is a very fast grower. What I've observed since getting it, I think maybe like 3 months ago. It's a very beautiful plant, and I can't wait till it gets bigger. I'm hoping that when I repot it continues to grow, because I really just love the look of this plant. So as usual, I'm just going in and I'm just removing the old soil and the old potting mix from the nursery pot, and I'm going to be repotting it in this same black pot that I just took the Monstera plant out of. I think it looked really cute in there. For now, we'll see how it performs. That's one of the things that I always kind of observe when I do repot my plants. Whenever I put it into a container, I like to see how it performs in the container, and if I feel like it's not performing or if it's just struggling, then I'll most likely try to repot it again one more time. I've done that a few times with some of my plants. So I'm just going in and I'm going to be mixing up this cactus potting mix along with a tiny bit of perlite just to help with drainage, and then hopefully she will love this mixture that I'm giving her. Alright, and once I have a good amount of soil in there, then I just kind of go in with my hands and I just start adding more potting mix with my hand and just throwing it around the tree and just really pushing it down into the plant. That way the soil and roots and all that stuff can get acclimated with one another. I don't even know the words to use sometimes, but that's just what I'm doing right here. Alright, and those are all the plants ready to be watered and fertilized now. So I repotted about 4 plants. You've seen 2. So now I'm just giving them a little bit of water with some plant food in there. When I repot my plants, I give water slowly because I know it's new soil and sometimes plants go into shock. So I'll water slowly for the next maybe like 3 hours or up to like a day, where I give them a little bit of water, see how they do, and just slowly give them water until I think that they have enough. So here are all the plants that I repotted. Aren't they beautiful? Wow, so pretty. Alright, and the last thing that I do once I have brought my plants inside, I wipe off their leaves. Honestly, it has been a long time since I wiped off their leaves, so now's a good time to do that. And I just take a damp microfiber towel. It took a long time for me to get those words out. A damp microfiber towel, and I just wipe off the leaves, and I try to be as gentle as I possibly can. And yeah, I do that with all of my plants. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys on my next upload. Bye!